The events of the film revolve around a magician named Yojoma, who was performing in the street, and everyone was laughing except for a girl named Yuri. Yojoma was trying to make her laugh, but to no avail. He decided to follow her after the show. The idea of a scary show suddenly struck him, so he asked her to join his team. When she joined them, Yojoma became very famous. Yuri was playing the role of a ghost. After the show, Yojoma and his friends asked Yuri to go out with them for dinner, but she refused. A member of the team told them that she is very introverted. Yuri went home, but surprisingly, it was her birthday, and she was very alone, and no one celebrated with her. Yuri was talking to her mother, and she asked her how she was doing. Yuri told her that she was fine, and that everyone loved her. After talking to her mother, she went to sleep. Here we discover that Yuri is a friend of ghosts, and that when they want help, they always ask her for help. The next day, after they completed the show, Yuri was going home, but Yojoma stopped her and told her that she had to go with them. She told him she didn't want to go, but Yojoma insisted on her, so she agreed. When they were in the restaurant, one of the team told them that he dreamed of his dead grandmother, who wanted to teach him politeness, because he had not been visiting her. Everyone was silent except Yuri. She told him that the dead always visit us at night. Then she went to Yojoma and tore his shirt and left him. Yojoma was very embarrassed, so he asked his friend to give him his jacket, but he refused. The next day, Yojoma went to drive his girlfriend to the airport. Yojoma was talking about Yuri a lot. His girlfriend asked him why he was interested in her. He told her that he was angry with her because of her behavior yesterday. Yuri woke up and remembered everything she did last night. She called Yojoma to apologize. While she was speaking, she heard a strange sound. She was very frightened, and suddenly a ghost named Jui appeared to her. Yojoma heard her shouting and went to her house. Yuri was very embarrassed because she did not find anything to give him, so she gave him her birthday cake. Yojoma knew that the cake was very old, so he did not want to embarrass her, so he ate it. When he wanted to go, he found a little child. He asked her who this child is. Yuri knew he was a ghost. Yojoma wanted to play with the little boy, but the child disappeared. Yuri was happy that Yojoma was interested in her, so she called her friend Min Jing and told her about Yojoma. At night, Yojoma learns that the little boy is at his house. Yojoma was very afraid, so he called Yuri. Yuri came and found him hiding in a cardboard box. Yuri told him the truth. When they entered the house, Yuri told Yojoma that the child was sitting behind his back. Yojoma was very afraid. Yuri asked the ghost about his problem. He told her that he died in an accident, and that his father was still alive and wanted them to save him. Yuri and Yojoma went to the scene and called an ambulance. The little ghost thanked them and disappeared. Yojoma asked her about her story with ghosts. She replied that she and her friend Jui were in an accident. When the paramedic came, he had to choose one of them to save, so he chose Yuri. From that moment on, she has been seeing ghosts. Everyone started to turn away from her, even her mother. The next day, Yojoma and his friend were out walking. He found Yuri sitting with a strange man, and she was very afraid. He asked her why she was afraid. She told him that her mother brought him to marry her, and that she did not want him. Yojoma told her that he had many suggestions, so he started showing her pictures of his friends. He brought her his friend Kyo. Kyo and Yuri were laughing a lot, but Yojoma was jealous of him. Kyo remembered that he forgot something, so he went to get it. But Juhei's ghost attacked him. Yuri felt something strange, so she went to check on Kyo. When she found him, he told her to stay away from him. Yuri was very sad. Yojoma took her to play tennis, even though he didn't know how to play it. The ball hit him in the face and Yuri was laughing at him. Yuri and Yojoma went for dinner, but Yuri tore his shirt again. But Yojoma brought a spare shirt with him. When they went home, Jui attacked Yojoma, but Yuri told him that she would disappear. Yojoma told Yuri about a way to get rid of fear, so she brought her tent, and they slept in it. In the morning, Yojoma's girlfriend came and found them together, and she felt jealous of her. Yojoma's girlfriend was telling Yuri that she was not afraid that Yojoma would fall in love with her, and that, if she were in her place, she would commit suicide. Yuri was trying to convince them that she was happy to live alone, so she left them and went. Yuri was talking to her friend. She was crying and said that no one would bear to live with her. When Yojoma went, he learned that Yuri had resigned, and they brought in another person to work in her place. At the same time, Yuri's friends came to see her. Yuri was very happy. Yojoma called Yuri and asked to see her. When she went to the stage, suddenly Jui attacked Yuri. The audience was very afraid, but Yojoma saved her. The audience was very happy. Yojoma asked Yuri to become his lover, but Yuri told him not to blame her if anything happened to him. Yuri and Yojoma went to her father's old office. They were dancing, but bats attacked them. The next day, a truck attacked Yojoma. When he got out of the car, he discovered that no one was in the truck. Yuri found Jui's necklace and knew that everything that was happening was because of her. When she went to Yojoma, she found him in the theater. Jui attacked Yuri and locked her in a box filled with water. Yojoma was trying to break it, but Jui stopped him, and he fainted. Yuri got upset with Jui because she stole her necklace. Jui's ghost believed that this chain was the reason because that paramedic saved her because of that chain. Yuri put the chain on for Jui, and she left it, but Yojoma fainted. They took him to the hospital, but he fell into a coma. Yojoma's friend asked her to stay away from him, so she decided to go to her mother. Yojoma woke up from the coma and asked his friend where Yuri was. He replied that she wanted to travel. Yojoma followed her to the airport and found her. He asked her where she was going. She told her that they should separate. He told her not to leave him, but Yuri went and got on the plane, but Jui was also on the plane. The plane returned, and when Yojoma found out about it, he went to her and told her not to leave him, but suddenly Jui appears to them. Yojoma told Yuri that love is not easy, and here the movie ends.